Alright, so we're going to see what we can do here, or you just have a look or whatever today on see if I can chain up the wake box so that the hydraulic cylinder doesn't have to lift it along with the snowblower. So see what we can do here. See if I can get some of the weight off of it first, I guess. So in here, if I can show you, if I get in your way, you won't be able to see it. In here, where this bolt is going through, in this bar, there's a slot. That's about from here to here. And what that's for is when you have a rear attachment on, it will give you some float. So if you hit a bump or something, the attachment will move up and down. But I put in a piece of chain and a bolt here years and years, and I mean years ago. So I could put down pressure on the plow or discs or cultivator and be able to hold it there instead of it coming up and getting into the float position here. So I got to get that out of there, I guess, first. And I still haven't figured out where I'm going to hang it from. So this might be an on and off type of video. Anyhow, and I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this hooked up or not, because that's hooked up to this hydraulic cylinder up front that does the lifting for the snowblower, the mowing deck, and the rear hitch. So the one cylinder does everything. It's all done by linkages. So I guess that's what we're going to try and do today, is get the weight off of that. So it'll make it a little easier for the cylinder to lift the snowblower. So we'll shut you off there for now, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, we're going to try and get the chain and the little block I put in on the lever for going to the back. And I found a couple of straps, so that might be a better system. I'll try and stay out of your way. These, I'm hoping are 1/2 inch. I'm hoping. Yeah. It's not even toy crazy. Now, I may need to let that down to get that. Seems to be pressure on that. Yeah. I'm going to let this down, maybe it's too much here. That's been there for a while, so it's more than likely rusted in there. My poor fingers just don't Ow. Work like they used to. Fairly rusty. How am I going to get that out of there? Yeah. Oh, it's hurting the fingers. I got that jammed in there somehow. Like I said, I put it in years ago, 19 years ago. Now I can't remember what. All right, I'll shut this off here for a minute and I'll go get hamming her. Okay, we're going to get back at it here. I'm hoping that my camera holding thing keeps you in place, because it's got problems now. So one of the telescopic joints has gone extremely loose and doesn't want to stand where you put it. It's not that old, it's only 3-4 months old, I think. All right, let's see what we can do here. Pair of pliers on there and see if that'll come out there. There. Bent up the bolt fairly well. Oops. Anyway, I don't imagine I'll ever be doing any plowing or disking or anything like that ever again. So I've lost the washer in there somewhere. Well, now I gotta get this in. There. So let's see, this will come off of here maybe. There. That's out. There's pressure on there somewhere. So we'll just put that right back in. For now. Now, what are we going to do here? So the blower is down all the way. This is back all the way. So I'm not sure what to do here. I kind of like to leave this hooked up to this so that I don't have to fool with that iron. Anyway, let's jack it up and we'll see what happens here. You can see it going on the float there. Oh, that's what it might be, if I can get this up high enough. Because I'm probably going to be able to get it higher than what it was lifting it. And that way that float could just slide back and forth. That would be an ideal thing. But. Now, I'll keep oil on this so it works better. There, a little bit of grease just to get the answer today. Yeah, put this back on. And proper blocking all your view there now with this jacked up. There. Okay. Now, now, brown cow. So let's see if we can have now, brown cow. I'm going to hook that right in there. Good spot. Yeah. Not be as good an idea as I thought. Might be. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to have to do something with all this extra. It's tied right around, I guess so. Let's get this one on and we'll see what happens. Move that a bit. I don't know if you guys can see anything or not. No, you can't see nothing. Anyway, when I get kind of done here, I'll get you in there and let you have a look. There's a hole in the end of the frame that I'm putting this into. Frame on this tractor is tubing, heavy wall tubing, and then the straight frame stuff hooks to it. where are we at here? Keep going there. There. All right. Okay. Now, here's what that does. Now, what did I do here? Around the bottom, yes. Like this here. And we get it straightened out. Like that. And then up into bottom part of the hook. There. Right now, pull on that, just like that, and then we just like that. Now, take the jacket, look at that, it holds itself up. Alright, so what we got going on here is, if I can get you in there, I'll see if I can get the light with it. Look in here. Yeah, see the hole in the edge of the frame? Very top side. And then I had the other one hooked into the bottom hole of the top hook. And just wrap it around. Now, and show. Yeah, you can kind of see the two tubes coming back there. That's what the frame is of that tractor. That goes all the way to the front. I can show you here. Stay in place, light. There. And we can get in through here. Right there where I'm pointing. See that tube there? Like one on each side. And they go all the way to the front. That's what everything is hooked to. You can see it here. Yeah. The frame there. Everything hooked to that round pipe on both sides. And the metal back here is fairly heavy too. Anyway, there we are. That's up in place. That's good. That'll keep the weight off of the cylinder at the front, or I should say in the middle. That lifts everything. It lifts the rear hitch, like I said, and it lifts the mowing deck. and it lifts the front snowblower, all done by linkage. So on these tractors you really can only have one attachment hooked to it. Whereas this one, I could have this front snowblower hooked up to it and the lawnmower at the same time, because there's two cylinders that do the lifting. So, well, that's the way it is. So you can't use two attachments at the same time anyway, right? All right, so there we go. That's that. Another little thing done. I gotta now wrap up all the extra line there, and then I gotta see if it's gonna work. I gotta see if it's gonna move there or not, and have enough movement without doing something wrong. Anyway, so I'll get back to you in a second here. I'll get them things all tied up, and then I'll test it out, and I'll give you my findings. All right, so I gave her a little test there, and I'll just kind of show you if I can. To get me chair. All right, so you can see this slot here that I was mentioning before. So it's working pretty good. I lifted and lowered, so that's in the lowered position, and it's not at the end of the slot yet, so it's down as far as it can go, and it wasn't hitting on the bar. That's going very good by showing you. Yeah, so it lowers down all the way, and this has still got travel here for this bolt. So when it's up all the way, this goes ahead, and it only goes to about here. So it's still got room to move. So both ways, up and down, this and this have room to move without bothering each other. So that's good. And it does lift a lot easier from what I can tell. Until I get it outside and get going. I won't know for sure, but it does seem like it's a lot easier. So the other thing I'm going to do with this tractor, for next year, probably, I do have another Ford tractor that the rear hydrostatic transmission went in a couple of years ago, and we've never done anything with it. And eventually, we did change the oil in the filter, and it would move and it would drive, but it's not very, very good. It's not working as good as it did, this transmission. So anyway, eventually the tractor wouldn't even start, so I don't know. I never did look at it, and like I say, it's been 2 years now. It might even be 3 years this coming summer. So anyway, I'd say that tractor is pretty well done, because you'd never ever find parts for the rear transmission. And if you did, holy cats, there'd be some price to get a hold of stuff like that. And you'd never buy them new, that's for sure. The only way would be buy another tractor that's the same. And they're rare as hen's teeth around here. So anyway, there's a set of wheel weights on that tractor, so I am going to take them wheel weights off and put them on this tractor. So that'll give her a little more traction. And there we go. So that'll happen next year, I'd say. And hopefully this is still working. Anyway, all right, just another foolish video. So that's about it for today. And I think that's going to work pretty good. 2 straps. I was going to use one, and I thought, well, one broke, then there you are, the thing will be down the ground. So if one breaks now, at least the other one will hold it for the time being. So that is good. I like that. Put the weight off of the hydraulic cylinder in there. Only little tiny cylinders that operate this stuff. I'll show you the one up here. That's all that would be in there. That cylinder is only. You can see the size of my hand compared to the cylinder. That's all that runs these things on these garden tractors, is them little cylinders. That's one off of a Massey Ferguson 14. And, but yeah, there's not big cylinders on these, but they do the work. So there we go, Kablewie, another update. Another update for Kablewie. Just to make life a little bit easier. All right, so yeah, so we are gonna do something else tomorrow. Don't know what yet, but we'll do something. All right, I'm rambling and going on foolish, so have a good day, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Goodbye.